Hello, Vintage Story adventurers. Are you tired of eating the same cooked cabbage stew every day? Sure, it's filling and it's a cool green color, but what if I said there was a fun way to increase your food adventure? What if I told you you could eat pie every day? Well, you can, and I'm going to show you how. Let's go. All right, let's make some pies. I've made a nice little list here of all the items you're going to need to make pies. This isn't something you're going to make right out the gate. This is more of a mid-game endeavor. You're going to need a wooden table, a clay oven, and firewood, of course, a bucket with some water, the dough, and then filling, meat, veggies, fruit. And we're going to run through all of this right now. The first time I made grain, I was totally lost. I didn't understand what kierning was. I didn't understand what the kierner was. I didn't understand any of it. So I was like, what do I do? Well, you need to kern the grain into flour. And so you get one of these things. This is a kierner, right? You make it out of some stone and then put the grain in, you turn the little wheel, and I'm not kidding you, it grinds it into a bag of flour. And you need this bag of flour, of course, to make dough, to make a pie. I set up a fancy little test kitchen here on the top of this hill, so we've got a nice view while making our first set of pies. Step 1, heat the ovens. To get the ovens heated up, we're going to use firewood and, of course, our trusty torch. We'll put 4 to 6 pieces in each oven, use the torch to light it up, and we'll let the ovens heat up. The oven heat is very important. Above 200, items bake at a faster rate. 160 to 200 is great. Below 160 slow, and of course, if it's cold, it's not going to bake the pie. All right, step 2, make some dough. And I've got some nifty flax flour here. We're going to grab a bucket. It's already got some water in it. And then we're going to take the flour and the water and we're going to make flax dough. Look at this. And we're just going to click through until all the water's out. We're going to get 10. And you can keep doing this. And I always put a nifty water source right here so that it's nice and easy and you can just keep going, right? 10 more. And then we do the water. You can see how this is going to play. The oven is warm. Look at that, 276. We've got some dough. We'll put it here on the table. And look, we've got a nice pie crust ready to go. Now we need some filling, and you can use all sorts of different things, fruit, meat, vegetables. You can't mix them, but you can make a great, I don't know, meat pie, huh? Everyone loves a meat pie. And then we can take another piece of dough and put it on top. And if we click again, we can do a cool top. Look at this, look at this, look at this, look at this. Look how cool they are. Then we're gonna take this pie and we're gonna put it in the oven. And you'll see right here that it says red meat pie, raw, and you can see it beginning to heat up. Now, the coolest thing about making pies is that if you look, you can see the pie is rising and baking. We're going to use this table and we're going to do the same thing. This time we're going to put in some, I don't know what, let's make an apple pie. That'll be fun, right? Put a bunch of apples in there and then we'll change the top. What do we think? This kind of top? Grab it, put it in. And now if we're looking at this pie, it's partly baked. You can really see it going now. Look at it. Look at it rise. So cool. Both pies are in. Hey, look, this one's done. It's all ready to go. And if we pull it out, we can hover on it, look down, 4 slices, fresh for 8 days. Lots of protein because it's got meat inside, right? Let's set the pie here on the counter, get our trusty knife, cut ourselves off a piece, and yum, fresh pie. I wanted to show you what happens if you leave the pie in too long, and you can see that it's still baking. It's a nice brown color. So you can see the pie is charred, but don't worry, it's still edible. And you can see here that because it's burnt, the perishable days have doubled from 6-7 days to about 12 days. So maybe not as filling, but also you can keep it in your bags a lot longer. And it eats the same. Just set it on the table. Use your knife and gobble away. I burnt this one too. Pie making isn't a leave it and forget it kind of process. You need to keep an eye on things. As you can see, I've already burnt 2 pies. And just like everything in Vintage Story, you can make it super complicated with 2, 3, 6 ovens, or just simple with 1 oven, some dough, a table, and some pies. So it's up to you. To be honest, pies feel like a luxury and not something you're going to make every day to sustain yourself. In the end, for me, pies are just fun. And another thing that makes Vintage Story just so special. For those of you that watch my live stream, you'll know that I've been struggling to get the perfect kitchen set up. And in that kitchen, I always have a pie making area. And I haven't had very good success at making a great pie making setup. When I was setting this up for this video, this is it. I think I finally figured it out. Water here in the middle so that you can make dough. I've got storage underneath both sides, tables on the ends, places to put pies when they come out, and of course these crates are just full of wood, which makes it easy to put and stock wood into the ovens to get them nice and hot. So I think if you're looking for a quick, simple, easy to work in pie making area, I think this is the one. Check it out. Give it a run. Let me know in the comments if you think this is it. Maybe you've got a better one. I'd love to see. Thanks for watching. The video's over. Now it's time for you to do your part. Follow, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.